Well, here I am, 1 year later, talking about the purchase that I made last year on around January of last year. The $50 Amazon find that I had, the CCA C12, that a lot of people ask me, how are they holding up? What's going on? I actually keep them in my Ultimate Ears bag. But that also means that I'm not using my Ultimate Ears and I'm using the CCA C12 still. I absolutely love these headphones. I'm not I'm not needing something that's super complex. I don't need something where I really can see a full like audible spectrum, sound spectrum with what I'm doing. I'm using them for live music um, monitors, not for live music production, not for editing, not for producing. I'm using it for live shows. And they do a great job for that purpose. I really only listen to a couple of things in my mix. Really, primarily, it's limited to guitar, violin, and vocals. And I find that, in fact, I just run my left ear most of the time because I like to hear crowd noise in my right. So a typical look for me would be to have it kind of tucked behind me like this, to where you can't even hardly see it in most cases. So it is kind of tucked into my shirt most of the time during a show. But um, point being that I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with how these CCAs held up. Um, I've identified quite a bit with them, I think, over the course of getting to use them over a year. I actually never unplug them. I know they're detachable here. I just leave them plugged in all the time. I never have changed the earpieces. They stay pretty clean. I guess that means I keep my ears pretty clean. I don't know, but the in-ears don't have any debris in them. I use them on average about, we'll say, 3 to 6 hours per weekend during our shows, and I've not had any dropouts. I've not had any sound issues with them. They have a solid volume level to where I'm not ever having to really drive them or overdrive them. I think they could get very loud if I wanted them to, but I try to maintain a pretty low stage level of sound when we're playing music. So all in all, I've been extremely pleased with what I had from my little $50 CCAC 12. I thought for sure they would fall apart, stop working, be painful in my ears over a period of time. But even on the shows where it's hot outside, we're sweaty, it's a 4 hour show or something. I've had this thing in my ear. I don't even notice it's there most of the time. In fact, somebody will come up and talk to me, and I'll be like, "Well, I can't hear you," and I realize I have to pull the thing out of my ear because I don't even realize it's there a lot of times. It feels so natural, and I didn't expect that from it. I expected the Ultimate Ears that I had previously to be the superior, kind of the flagship product of really several iterations of in-ear monitors that I have tried over the years. I really thought Ultimate Ears were kind of the pinnacle of that. Now, granted, I went in with the entry level UE5 Ultimate Ears, but still, it's a $500 premium, right? I've got these $50 ones and the $550 ones. So um, to me, I will probably never own another pair of Ultimate Ears. I will probably never own an expensive pair of headphones again, at least earbuds or monitors. Yes, I may, I like good earphones for sitting on a plane and that kind of thing. In fact, I've got like AirPods and all that jazz too to listen on a plane that I'll use. mainly because it's convenient, right? It's Bluetooth and it's easy to set up, and my iPhone no longer has, a plug for something like this, and I'm not going to carry around an adapter and all that. So, but how I am using it for my application for live music, the CCA C12, very solid product. If I were to, if these were to stop working tomorrow, I would definitely feel like I got my money's worth after using it for, you know, 60, 70 shows that we did with them. And I would probably at that point buy another pair, quite frankly, or just try something new in the $50 price range from the CCA line of similar line of products. So, needless to say, I strongly, recommend. I was not going to actually do a follow-up video on it because it was a $50 set of headphones. Like, who really cares? But there was actually a lot of people that cared, and I appreciate y'all reaching out and asking for a follow-up video. But now you have, straight from the horse's mouth here, a story of really success. I like them a lot, just the way they came. I didn't have to do any modifications at all. They're perfect. So take that for what it's worth. Go get you a pair and see what you think. Thanks for watching.